Yo, 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 what's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? Yo, 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 yo. All right. Welcome to the stream. I am Callisto's Live Forex. We are going to be doing some pre-London analysis. London opens in around about 55 minutes. So this is currently pre-London volume, pre-London market. So we're just going to take a look, see how things are setting up for the day. And that's going to be on GJ, Euro USD, and gold. And we're just going to see if there's any setups, anything happening for the next couple of days. Well, mainly for today, and then also taking a look at tomorrow as well, which is Friday. So let's get into it. So this is GJ. So if we just take a look at the weekly perspective right here, right? This is the 1 week. These are the 1 week candles right here. So what's this? No, let's just get rid of that. Right, we're just going to mark out this candle right here, right? This is previous weekly candle. Bearish candle that ripped price down. Right, we're just going to mark that out. We're going to go to the daily. And then of course the just going to extend this across. Right, so this was last week's candle, and you can see price was in this uptrend the week before on GJ, right? And it broke it to the downside. And then last week we was trending bearish. If we just mark out some weekly highs and lows here. So this is previous weekly high, previous weekly low, weekly high, weekly low, weekly high, weekly low. Just so we can kind of zoom out and just have an idea when we're looking at the charts, right? We're just analyzing. We can just say, okay, I know these are weekly levels, and we can see here that obviously we was in uptrend here, and then we broke to the downside. We broke previous weekly lows, which was over here, right? So it took out those weekly lows, as you can see in there. Right, so weekly lows, took them out, retested a couple times, retested a support, broke down, broke back above support, and now we're currently trading above that. So from the weekly perspective, as you can see, GJ is bearish, right? Because it respected previous weekly highs. Here we've got previous weekly highs, right? And the previous weekly highs before that respected those, right? So it didn't break those previous weekly highs, and then came down and broke previous weekly lows and made a lower high and a lower low from the weekly perspective. And now, as we can see this week, price has trended to the upside, and it looks like price is, you know, if we take a look at this weekly level right here, we can see this is a key level in the market now at this point, right? We can see here many times this is tested as resistance. So my idea for GJ is that we're going to sell off at some point, right? And I'm thinking potentially today we could sell off. If not today, then tomorrow. And if we take a look at the daily, we can see these are our daily levels, right? So if we mark out our daily levels for this week, right, we've got this short-term uptrend, right? We have higher highs, in here, right? And now, as you can see, we took out those lows yesterday. We came up and we respected the highs. So we made a lower low. We broke out of those lows and we made a lower high, which could be setting up and giving GJ the base now to, as you can see here, right? Spiked out, made a new low, came up, didn't break that previous high, rejected this resistance again. And now we're seeing some rejection in here again. So it is consolidating at the moment, GJ is right. It's consolidating in this area. But we have set up potentially for the downside by breaking out of those lows, respecting previous daily highs, right? Rejecting, and now we're rejecting again. So where could we look for sells? That is the question, right? That is the question. So potentially, if we see some bearish momentum coming in here at for this pre-London candle and London open, we could potentially look to sell from this level on GJ down. Otherwise, what I would wait for is sells below this level, and obviously if we don't get those today, then we will look at tomorrow and we'll look for price to start breaking down some of these levels. And if price tried to pop above this resistance yesterday, as you can see, this resistance is a key level now on GJ, right? From 167 here to around about 167,500. We can see that this is a clear key resistance level where we've tested as resistance now once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and potentially even 6 and 7 times now, right? If you want to count them as different tests. So we've retested and rejected this resistance 6-7 times now. So eventually we're going to have to expect price to either start pulling away from this level if this resistance is going to hold, or price is not going to be able to hold up much longer at this resistance and it's going to pop above and start moving bullish, right? So that's what we need to keep our eyes on GJ. But from the way things have set up from last week's candle, and now that, you know, during this week we've made this top wick for the weekly, and now potentially we can sell off pretty massively, potentially starting today and tomorrow, Friday. And then we also have GDP, and we've got some we have a lot of news coming up on the pound next week, which is why price could be potentially consolidating in this area. So that is also something we have to look out for, right? Because you generally do see pairs starting to range like this when there's some high impact news coming, like GDP, and of course the big one, inflation, right? So yeah, so that's what we're looking at on GJ. And I'll also be watching to see how this 12-hour candle closes in 2 hours 45 minutes. Like I've said, I've talked about the 12-hour candle a few times before on stream. For me, very key time frame that not many people look at, because it is the half-day candle, right? Half-day time frame. So we get 2 12-hour candles in a daily, obviously in a market session. So we get that first one, which is the Asian and the start of London, and then that could give us a very good insight into where the market is going to move for the rest of the trading session, right? So we get the first 12-hour candle for Asian, and then the start of New York, and then around about start of London, and then around about halfway through London session, we get that new 12-hour candle, which could then tell us where the next 12-hour candle is going to continue for the rest of the session, right? So always a key time frame that I don't see very many people taking into consideration, which I do 100%. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Like I said, in around about 2 hours and 45 minutes, we're going to see how that 12-hour candle is going to be closing. And of course we have, if we take a look at yesterday's candle, price again is rejecting this level, right? So even on the daily, it came up, rejected. Now we've got a top wick for today of around about 42 pips. So if this does flip bearish and starts driving down here, it could give us a good entry, like I said, potentially below here to continue down in this range for around about 100 or so pips, right, until we get to like this support level here. Or like I said, if it pops up, then it looks like price is going to head up into these levels over here. But it needs to do something, right? It needs to do something soon. And that's why I'm thinking with that news coming up next week on Monday, and where's inflation? Wednesday, price could be, I mean, it's a little bit too early to be consolidating yet. I don't know if we're going to be consolidating for a further like 4 days or so, but I mean, it could be taking that news into consideration, right? It could be pricing it in. So that's that on GJ. We're going to be waiting, like I said, in the next 45 minutes to an hour, and we're going to see what happens here with price action on GJ at this level, right? So that is definitely going to be something to look at. Looking at Euro USD, I feel like Euro USD is going to be bullish today, right? If we take a look at the daily candles, right, from here, from this perspective, we can see that yesterday spiked out of the lows, and then it came and spiked out of the highs. And this candle engulfed that whole previous daily candle, right, to the upside. So if you're looking at it, it's kind of pulled back. It's made a support in here now, right? Made a support. You can see the rejections, and now we're starting to turn like push bullish, right? So this could be something to look at on Euro USD. So we'll keep an eye on that, but let's take a look at the weekly. We can see last week's candle, right? Nice strong bullish candle closing up. So again, potentially we could see that turn around here now on Euro USD to continue bullish today and tomorrow. So we've got that pullback for this week, and now we've got that potential continuation, right? To continue bullish at this point. Bottom wicks on the daily around about 13 pips. I mean, it's okay on Euro USD. As you can see here, what was this one? Around about 14 pips for this to continue up. So we could see something similar to what happened here, right? Even though this candle isn't as strong. So we can see here we had this pullback, and look at these rejection wicks. Look at this candle, it's very similar to this candle, right? And then look at this candle, it's very similar to this candle. And then what do we have after that? We have that strong bullish candle continuing, right? And what do we have here? Strong bullish candle potentially to continue. There was a little bit of a rejection wick on this one, but now this one could potentially be doing the same as over here. All right, so we could see this nice move up in here today. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. That's why I'm saying I feel like Euro USD could be bullish in here at this point. So we're going to keep an eye on that to see if we get anything, if we're able to capture anything here on Euro USD today. So this is just to give me a quick visualization of what yesterday's candle was, and I can see obviously the previous daily candle here, and I can see straight away that this price just completely engulfed it and closed bullish. So this is why I put that box around it. Just when I'm flicking through, I just know straight away we're looking at this, okay, potentially looking at buys today if we can get that right price action in there, which, like I said, we're seeing at the moment right here. Price has created a nice support in here now. Rejection wicks, and now we'll start to move to the upside. So definitely going to be keeping an eye on this today. Right, so let me just mark out that as well. And make sure that's the back. Cool. Right. So yeah, Euro USD. Now we're going to be looking for that momentum to the upside, right? Coming in shortly, like I said, within the next 40 minutes now. This is pre-London. So we're going to be looking at something for London Open potentially, to see if we can potentially ride Euro USD up and catch a bit of a move. Looking at gold, let's do some analysis real quick. Oh, it's me back testing. Okay. So again, you can see this very nice move here, right? Last week's candle. Very nice, strong bullish candle. You can see it create support, boom, 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 and then look to continue bullish. Looking at the daily, let me just mark last week's candle right there. Now look at the daily. We can see that so far this week, right, we've pulled back, we've created a support now here on the daily, as you can see, and now we're starting to move bullish again, right? And we saw that yesterday had this nice bullish close. So again, today what we can be looking at is continuation buys on gold, right? And where could we look at that from? Right, above previous daily highs here. You see we're starting to move up, just like Euro USD. We've created a support, right? We're starting to get those rejection wicks, and now we're starting to see that bullish momentum to the upside. So we could look for potential breaks above this level for buys here. Let's just mark out these daily candles real quick. You broke me first. This one? Or is it that one? I don't know. Round about there anyway. Right. Let's just get rid of that. So, like I said, let's just mark in some weekly levels real quick. Right, if we just zoom out and we just get some weekly levels in there just with our drawing tool, just to give us a quick idea of what price is doing and why it could be reacting at certain levels, right? So that is the 1 week. And as we can see, right, we had this move to the upside. Right, boom, 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 trending move to the upside. Right, and now we've broke that structure. We came and retested it. We had an inside bar here on Tuesday, and now we've respected lows. We've broke highs. We're pulling back to potentially continue bullish here at this point, right, on gold. So, like I said, what we can look for is buys above this level, right? We can look for buys above this level here on gold. So we'd want an hour candle to come up and close above this level, and then we'd look for a bottom wick on the next hourly candle and a break of that previous hourly high to take those buys on gold. Where's my indice? Where's my dollar index gone? Taiwan index. What the hell? Do we have a Taiwan index and not a dollar index, or what? Taiwan index, okay. No dollar index on no under. Interesting. We have Japanese currency index and we have dollar. And we can just use these to give us an idea of because I do trade of course gold and Euro USD, so it's probably a good idea to see what's happening on the dollar index to see what could potentially be happening for Euro USD and gold, and of course the yen index, where we can look at pound yen as well. So what I want to do is go here like this, right? And I just now want to go on this one on pound yen. What I want to do down. Bum, 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 banana. Pirate Effects, what's up, man? What's happening, my brother? So yeah, that is my analysis for today on pound yen, on euro USD, and on gold. So we can see we're getting that bullish movement like we talked about on euro USD now, after that nice daily candle yesterday. So in terms of euro USD, we're going to be looking for some entries, maybe above this level. We'll see what happens within the next 27 minutes. We can see that the dollar index is currently coming down. So let's see. Let's see what happens leading into London Open. If you guys have any pairs you want me to look at, let me know. Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. GJ is in a little bit of a range. Yeah, Euro USD is making its move. Gold, I'm expecting to make its move above this level, but we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see, my lad. Hazik. Someone wants to send me a message on Twitter. I mean, hey man, I love your works. Keep grinding. And then home again. Slipping away. Yeah, my TikTok is going crazy. Come on, gold. So we're going to be looking for the right price action on GJ at this level for a sell, or we're just going to wait for price to come down and close below this level at some point, either today or then potentially tomorrow. I want to see some nice price action here on GJ within the next hour or so. Euro USD is looking good. I talked about this move coming up earlier on in the stream. We did some analysis here on Euro USD, and I said Euro USD is most likely to be bullish from here, and that is what we have seen from this point. We can see that price made a support in here, and now price is moving up after yesterday's daily candle close was pretty nice move up, right? Nice bullish move up, and now I've retraced, created a support, and now we're going to continue that move up potentially past this level up into these levels over here. So we'll see what happens here on Euro USD. And also I'm waiting for gold to start its move to the upside from here as well. So let's see what happens with that. You can see that the dollar index is currently dropping, right? We can see it's making its move down. So gold should follow its move to the upside at some point. Is there another dollar index I could use? Dollar index. Let me try these ones. I don't like how the candles form on that one. They're all the same, really, aren't they? So you can see we're getting that rejection here now. Right, we've got 17 minutes left of this 1 hour candle until London Open here on GJ. So let's see. Let's see what one's here. Sub X. It's been a while, man. How much you making today? I don't know yet. Maybe $0. Maybe maybe I'll lose $100 or $2, or maybe I'll make $300, $400, $500. We don't know yet. But the plan is to make around about, yeah, $400 or $500 today. How's your streams going, dude? You playing that new Fortnite update? Season 4, is it? I don't play Fortnite, but I did see there was an update. Isn't there like a smaller map that's come out or something? Yeah, chapter 4. Oh, bigger. Oh, I am. Fair enough. I thought it was, I don't know. My viewers like to play it, so I get on with them. Oh, nice, yeah. I haven't played any games in a while now, man. I tried the new Warzone, tried Warzone 2 out, but I don't know if you played it, but I'm not. It's not my kind of vibe. Maybe I'd like it more if I played it a little bit more, but I didn't really like it that much. Trying to learn how to trade options, bruh. To be honest, I have no idea about options and how to trade options. It's like puts, like buy puts and things like that, isn't it? Calls and puts, yeah. Are you learning that? Are you doing a course, or are you learning from like are you learning from YouTube or something? So I often look at these. These are option expiries. These are for today. On some of the pairs that I trade, because you can see some of the options right here, the spot price. You can see that 1 billion worth of of there's like 1 billion worth that price will be of options. I'm not sure if that's puts or calls, depending on where price is, at 1.0800. So that could mean that price could levitate towards that today with it. But I mean, that's, geez, it's quite far away. I doubt it's going to get there. It's like 270 pips. So it could levitate towards that. So I like to look at options expiries as an idea of where price could head to within this range, right? And I always look at the ones that are over 1 billion. So you can see here as well, on Friday we got 2.1 billion, 1.0695, and then on some other pairs right here, but I don't trade any of these. Yeah. I see doing options on stocks. Can you option trade on stocks? Yeah. Interesting, man. Good luck. I've never really looked into options trading. I'm trying to make money on both stocks and Forex, yeah. So what you so you would put a call or a put on where you price think on where you think price will be at a certain date? Is that what you do? Yeah. And then if it's close to it, does it have to be within a certain range of that price when that day comes, or what does it have to be? Yeah, surely they can't be like that price on the dot. It would have to be like within a range of it, right? If it's close, you make less money. All right. Interesting. But you could buy more, yeah. Yeah, because these are like these would be banks and like hedge funds for like institutions that would obviously be option trading, and obviously there's some retail in there as well. But I mean, 1 billion euros. And then 2.1 billion euros on this price. Jesus Christ, yeah, that has to be banks and things like that. This is why these are good to look at, because if price isn't near to this for this time, then they could drive the market heavily, like kind of maybe manipulate it a little bit to get price within these ranges so that they don't lose money, so they still like make some kind of money. You know what I mean? The further the date, the more time it gives that stock to multiply. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. So what? Obviously, there's a strategy that goes into doing that. Maybe would you look at maybe rather at economic data during those times, or like the economy more so than like maybe technical analysis on whether you think that economy or that stock is going to do well during that period? And then how would you pick a price where it can go though? That's crazy. That would just be completely random, right? I personally want to do timely options, are you? 1-day option trades, oh yeah. What, so you would same day trades? Yeah. I wouldn't even know where to start with options trading, to be fair. Or options, orders, and fixes. Trusted gurus, what the fuck? Economics. Fundamental strategies. Yeah. Yeah, well that would be technical analysis, right? Like analyzing a chart on the way it's moving and like its patterns and the candles, how they're forming and things like that. That's what I mainly trade, is technical analysis. But then also, especially with stocks, I would say stocks you would need to look more at I feel like you might need to be more in tune with the fundamental side, like the economics in stocks. But Forex respects like technical analysis a lot more than most other industries like stocks or crypto or options. Like with Forex, it is heavily technical. What do you generally work with? I feel like, what do you mean? What do you generally work with? Like what pair? Like what currency? What are you reading? What do you mean? Like this chart right here? This is gold. So this is gold US dollar. What am I looking for in a winning trade? Oh, okay, so basically I'm more of a, there's obviously lots of different strategies, but I'm more of a trend and momentum trader. Like I like to analyze where the market is trending overall, and then I'll take advantage of that with like continuation in that direction, in that trend. And I just look for, like, say for example for this trade, I'll be looking for price to come above this level, like close above this level, and then I'll be looking to take for it to continue, like maybe up into this area over here, things like that. So you got structure, you got trend, price action, like volume, trading during the right times. Like for example now is London session open, so there's like 3 sessions, but the 2 major sessions are London session and New York session. So I trade between those 2 sessions because they're the highest volume. So yeah, I'll be looking, if it's going up, I'll be looking to buy gold, right? And on the flip side of that, you can have a look at the DXY, which is the dollar index, which shows dollar like strength or weakness, right? And we can, like, you can see that the dollar is like coming down, I mean the dollar is getting weaker. And so that would mean that gold is obviously, if the dollar gets weaker, gold gets stronger because it's a safe haven asset. So, you know, we can look at the dollar index and say that it's trending to the downside and it's currently moving down. Then we could potentially see gold on the opposite side of that, right, is going up. So we could see that move up on gold now to match like the dollar index. So yeah, I'll be looking to buy if it comes above this like level right here. Yeah, the dollar index is good to look at, like maybe not as a strategy in itself, like, oh, the dollar index is going down, that means gold will go up, so I'm going to buy gold. But like in confluence with other things, you can generally, you know, see that if the dollar is weak, then gold will be start trending to the upside. And you can also, you know, with news events, you can kind of anticipate with potential news, like high impact news, like PPI and CPI, unemployment rate, NFP, those kind of things on the dollar when they are, yeah, exactly. When you have these news events coming up, like this economic data, you kind of will take that into consideration as well, and you'd start looking at the numbers and seeing how they would affect the US dollar as well, which could also then determine where you would start looking for your trades, right? If you've got economic data coming out on the dollar that's potentially negative data for the dollar, which means the dollar is going to start to get weak, then again, you can see the same thing. Gold will start to turn bullish, start going up. And then if economic data on USD is good, then gold will go down. And so you could couple that with, like, then you start to take the fundamental side of it and economic data, and then you start looking at technicals, and you start looking at candles, trend, price action, structure, those kind of things. And you'll start to paint like a bigger picture of like economic data and then also technical analysis, and you'll kind of just put them together, and then you'll look for your entries, things like that. But I'm still learning the whole fundamental economic aspect part of it. You can see how I've got this big ass book on economics. So I'm currently reading through that. I've also got another, I've got like 6 of these books on economics, which I'm going through slowly. Which talk about, you know, everything to do with the economy and how it affects currencies and how it makes things tick and things like that. So I'm slowly learning, but I'm mainly a technical analysis trader. But most of the time you'll find that if you're not looking at news and you'll just focus on technical analysis, most of the time you'll see a setup, say a setup to buy or setup to sell, and it will work out. And then you'll go, oh, there was news, and you'll look at the news, and the news will align with the technicals, and you know, you're like, oh, so the news was negative, but price, technical analysis, like structure and everything was already setting up for price to be negative and already made that move down. So like most of the time they match without you even knowing, you know. But gold is best to trade during New York session, which is New York market open, which will be 8 a.m. New York time, and it's like 5 hours away. Whereas GBP JPY, which is pound, it's best to trade during London Open, obviously because it's pound, which is literally right now. This is 8 a.m. Local time in London, so that's when the markets open in the UK. So because I wanted to focus on mastering one thing. I didn't really want to be like a master of all trades. I just wanted to focus on one and be a master of one. And then maybe once I've mastered this in the future sometime, I'll get more into stock trading and investing. But if you do too much, it can get overwhelming, especially when it requires so much brain power. Every second you're sitting here watching it, and every day, you don't really want to overwhelm yourself with too much information. I definitely prefer, I 100% prefer Forex over stocks to day trade. And if I was ever to get into stocks, it would be as an investment. Like investing money into, into certain companies or things like that, shares and buying like shares in their company. I wouldn't really like to day trade stocks. Because it seems very hectic. I don't know if you've seen people day trading stocks. Usually it's on like the 1 minute time frame or something, and it's just like crazy. It's not something that I'm wired to do. I like having a bigger picture of the market and being calm and being able to think about the decision I'm about to make, rather than looking at the 1 minute time frame where you get a new candle every 1 minute, and it's like you don't get time to think about what you're doing. I'm sure obviously people who know what they're doing know what to look for, but for me, I prefer to trade like this is the 1 hour time frame, so this is one candle every hour. So this way I can watch things form and I can get a better idea of what's happening, and I have time to react, I have time to think about my decision, I have time to properly gather all the information I need, rather than just like going on the 1 minute time frame and just being like, oh, new candle, new candle, new candle, oh, what do I do, what blah, blah, blah. Like, it can get very stressful. But that's, that's just me personally. I know personally, I'm not the kind of person who's wired to be trading like you have to trade stocks. Like, that's just not me. But, obviously everybody's different. Dun. Right, so we didn't really get much happen for pre-London here, London Open. Yeah, gold kind of just had that bearish doji candle. CJ did make a nice tight wick and break that previous 1 hour low, but again didn't close very convincingly here with this bearish candle. Just a rejection wick, so it could drive down here, but that looks better. Before what? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you're sending links. Ditto. Very nice, man. Very nice trades. Looks very good, brother. Well done. Welcome to the stream. Follow the trend. Yep, 100%. You should always follow the trend. Bam. Anomaly. Funny anomaly. Find the anomaly. I don't think he was allowed to send links in the chat. It used to block people from sending links, but now it lets people. That's interesting. All right. So that is my analysis for today. Looking at buys on Euro USD above this level, of course. If it doesn't come above this level, then there is no buys, right? So I'm looking at buys on Euro USD above this level to continue bullish. You can see yesterday's a nice bullish candle, right? Today so far we've pulled back, made a nice support, made a nice bottom wick for the daily, and we're potentially continue bullish. So I'll be waiting for a closure above this resistance level for a buy. And on gold, same thing, looking for buys above this level to continue this trend to the upside. And that is it. That is that. GJ, I'm not too sure. Potential buys above this level, but more so at the moment. So far, I'll be looking at buys below this support here, but for it to continue down. But it's definitely consolidating at this point, right? Definitely ranging within these two levels. So not much we can do there until we see a breakout either side. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. That is my analysis. That's what I'm looking for. I was looking for some trades at London Open, but of course the markets haven't set up for those trades yet. So nothing going on at the moment. So I'm not just going to sit here and stare at hourly candles for the next 42 minutes and see how it closes. So I'll be live again tomorrow. Same time, 1 hour before London market opens, to do some analysis and look for some trades at London Open or pre-London. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you everyone who came in and chatted and did our trading, for sharing his trades. And yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. Same time, same place. Every single day that the market is open, I will be here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely keep an eye on these trades, because I am generally not wrong. There are a couple of occasions where I am wrong, but generally I am not wrong. So, and I'm pretty confident with that. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.